Hello everyone, my name is Karis and this is my mother. And today we will be giving you advice and tips to make your quarantine enjoyable. So, tip 1 is to keep in contact with your friends and with your family because it will make you happy knowing that you can still talk to them and you'll just feel much more high spirited.
Yes, it's good to keep in contact with family and friends because then you still keep the communication, line on, and then you get to speak to people, you get to express your feelings with people, and you're connected. That will go a long way to keep you in a positive mode, as you go through this season. Thank God we have all those, different ways you can communicate with people. You can WhatsApp them, you can Instagram them, you can Facebook them, you can call them, you can text them, you can Snapchat them, you can Skype them, you can do video, so you can do audio. So try as much as possible. Don't cut yourself off from people, but rather stay connected and make sure you're expressing, you're communicating, you're talking, you people. That would create, a more positive environment around you. Having in mind you have people you can still talk to. Yeah.
Okay, so tip 2 would be take some time out for yourself. Maybe you could read a book, you could do some coloring, you could just make sure that you're doing some good towards yourself.
Yes, yeah, as adult you can, do some things that can help you to develop yourself, and you can read a book, you can, listen to music, you can do a lot of things at this time, and you can learn new skills, you can develop the ones you already, had before, either for you to become better at doing them or to learn new skill. And one of the things I would recommend for people is YouTube is full of knowledge, information. Whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to become, you can always go there, to learn new skill. Make sure you are utilizing the opportunity this time, to make sure even though you're home, but you're still growing, you're still improving yourself. Yeah.
Okay, so tip 3 would be to keep a diary. So keeping a diary is good because it's a way to express yourself on paper,
Yeah.
which means you're getting all the negativity out of you and there'll be room for more positivity to dwell inside of you.
Yeah, because sometimes we come across things that we think, oh, should I share, should I not share? And the more you keep those things in your heart, the more it hurts, the more, negative, you become in your reaction and in the way you talk to people. But when you write down, that's a way of you expressing yourself, writing it out, with the mind to like tear it off at the end, but there's a feeling that you've already expressed your mind in a way.
Okay, so moving on to things to do when you are bored. So the first thing is to watch a movie with your family and friends. For example, if you have Netflix, if you go onto your computer, there's something called Netflix Party, where you can even watch films online with your friends, with your family from afar. So
Yeah, you can watch films together as a families, to bond and share, just have fun together, not just sitting down watching news 24/7, and you just bring it down your spirits. But when you watch things together as a family, it helps the family to stay together and to also express joy together. At this time where we are in, instead of just everybody listening to the news and your spirit is just going down and down. Yes.
okay, so the next thing is go for a walk because when you're stuck inside your house, it'll eventually get boring. So you should take a walk, maybe in your garden,
Yeah.
maybe through the front, and just take that time to also practice social distancing.
Yes, it's good. Even if you're not going out of your house, for a long time or whatever, you can just walk around your house, just do some few exercise and just get the fresh air in, get the bones and the muscles working, on a regular basis, and keep your soul to keep your soul together and to keep fit as well. Yeah. So you can't be sitting down, for a long period of time, and then by the time you return to work, you'll be tired, your bones will be complaining. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a tip for students. So if you, since you are at home, you should also take some time to do develop yourself educationally, but also make sure you're taking that break, so you're still keeping calm, but at the same time you're still learning things. And even if you're not a student, you can just take time to maybe learn some new things, maybe whether it's about yourself or maybe if it's about the world. Yeah.
Yes, as adults, it's a time to, to just be creative. Be creative about what you can do to, get yourself busy at this time. Be creative about, what you can do for the family. Get the family to be creative at this time so people don't get bored, because at some point your children will get bored of TV, they'll get bored of computer. They just want to do something. Depending on what age groups they are, but just make sure you are creative. It's not a time to shout at your children. It's a time to be closer to them. It's a time to listen, because like most people, they do have, like a child, what's it called now? House help, and this, people that they want looking after the children all the while when you were working and you were about your business, and but this time you're all together, at home. So it's a time to really be closer to your children, listen to them, learn, teach them and let them grow together under your leadership, and be closer to them, and make sure this time whatever impact you want to make on them that you couldn't make because you were working, this is a door of opportunity that has been opened for you to do that and make up for that relationship to be what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Do you have any other things to say?
Yeah, I would like to encourage couples as well. It's a time to forget about the past, start all afresh, rekindle your love, and just learn about each other and be closer to each other, and use this time to discover yourselves more, and make sure you are there, you are leading and teaching your children what they should be. It's also a time to make up for one another. It's a time to review your plans for the year. It's a time to review how far you've gone, and just know where you are. It's also a time for a personal, review. What is going on in my life? What do I need to change? What do I need to add? What do I need to drop? What do I need to do? What am I doing? And in what way can I do what I'm doing better? How, it's a time to review your relationship with people, your relationship with your children, your relationship with your spouse, your relationship with your neighbor. It's quite a good time for us to actually sit down and relax and think about things. The tension is down because everybody, we're all at home. We're home. We just are home. So it's a time to really sit down to review things and check, to be sure that we're actually in order. And I want to also say as well, even though we are home, we still have to do few things, but let's take time to learn to rest when we need to rest. Let's learn to rest when we need to rest. For so many of us, we are always busy working, traveling, business, work and work and work, no time to rest. But this time around, you have the time. You have the time to do a lot of things and fit a lot of things in. So you rest when you need to rest.
Okay, so finally, before we end this video, I would like to say, I would like to tell you guys to remember just to wash your hands, keep yourself clean, keep your environment clean, and just make sure it's a continuous process and it's not just you doing it once and then you're like, yeah, okay. Just make sure you're doing it all the time. Even if you're bored, just go and wash your hands because you don't know what you've touched. And washing your hands, you can sing happy birthday to yourself. Everyone will love for a birthday every day. So.
And just before we finally round up, I want to remind us as well, it's a good time to actually review, our health, it's a time to check what we eat, what kind of food or meal do you prepare for your family, or do you just grab and eat when you are eating, when you're hungry, when you want to eat something. So it's a time to actually look after ourselves as well. Eating food that will help to build your immune system is very, very important, not only for this time alone, but for your lifetime. It's very, very important. Make sure you make delicious meals and healthy meals. Yeah?
Yeah. So
enjoy. God bless you.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.